Hello and greetings. Welcome to Limitless Brain Lab channel. Thank you for being here and thank you to all the people who have been continuously supporting with us in this journey. Today I have got something very special because people have been requesting for this topic. Neuro Ho'oponopono. What is the science behind this Ho'oponopono technique? Thank you, sorry, forgive me, and I love you. Please forgive me and I love you. That please is also very, very important. Now let us understand how did this entire Ho'oponopono, a Hawaiian prayer, emerge. When Dr. Hugh Len, who was supposed to be doing psychotherapy for the patients who were in the psychiatric ward and who were very difficult psychiatric patients. Some of them were schizophrenias, violent patients, patients with severe depression. He started to actually not just read their files, but take up the patient file, not even going and talking to the patient and saying these words of thank you, forgive me, I love you. And when he repeatedly kept doing that, there was a change in the patient's recovery. The doctors started to come back and say, what is happening? Because these patients are getting treated. There was something miraculous which was happening. Now, is this a magic? Is this a miracle? Is this a woo-woo kind of a thing? Well, the answer is no. It is purely scientific. And I personally have gone through the emotional turmoil. I had a very dear friend of mine, 25 years of a relationship, few fights and it gets broken. And in that process, my emotional system, the fight and flight system, also called as the amygdala, which you can see it here, was completely in fire. It was so much in motion that always I was in the fight, flight, fear and freeze mode. I was always threatened. New relationships were a big no. My heart was closed. I was not able to engage into joy, happiness. And this was the time when luckily I stumbled upon a few things. I stumbled upon how to understand if the relationship is karmic in nature. Now, karmic cannot be explained from the neuroscience perspective as clearly as that can be explained from the psycho-spiritual dynamics level. So I understood very quickly that the things that you get in life are actually because you opted for it to happen. That particular emotional trouble was actually invited by me so that I can grow. My lesson will happen how? A, when I'll understand it, and B, I will learn to fix it. The moment I fix it, then it's fixed for good forever. And I become aware about it that this came as a challenge, this came as a pain. Now, all of you who have been struggling from toxic relationships, difficulty to navigate a certain boss, difficulty in understanding your children, people have been a problem in your life, then Ho'oponopono is a very simple, easy, powerful, extremely scientific technique which will take you out of that problem. All you are doing is you're taking a deep breath, activating your vagus nerve, allowing yourself to be calm, not rationalizing and putting into the logic. And I'm going to tell you the logic of every single line, and you're just going to repeat, thank you, sorry, please forgive me, and I love you. It is going to be very simple, 4 words which you are going to repeat over and over again. Now, when you say love you to somebody whom you actually not love, but who has created problems in life, oxytocin raises. Your heart and the brain does not connect to that thought of hatred. It will just produce merely by talking oxytocin. Now, if you want to test, you can just go ahead and write in the comment section. We can do the test here and now. Just hold your hand to the heart and say, I hate you. I hate you. I truly, after a while, I can't even say because I'm feeling choked, to say it. But what is happening to the heart rate? Go ahead and put it down in the comment section and do not leave until the end, because all the 4 things that you speak in the Ho'oponopono, I call it the neuro way, the neuro forgiveness, the Neuro Ho'oponopono. It will cut your toxic relationship. It will cut your toxicity within you, which you are harboring, the grudges. It will open up your heart centers. It will open up you to the world. It will bring new opportunities. It will take you to the another level. It's just a matter of understanding it and then consistently doing it. So go ahead and put down in the comment section, what was your heart feeling? And if you want to do another experiment, game for it, let's do it. Wherever you're watching, please stand. I'm not going to stand, otherwise I'll be out of frame, but please stand and then say yes. yes, yes, yes. And write down in the comment what happened. What happened to your posture? Be very mindful of the posture. And now go ahead and say no, no, no. Go ahead and put down what is happening to your posture just merely by doing it. So, when you will realize that how powerful the words that you are speaking to is, you will open up a vista of opportunity for yourself. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you and I love you. Now, these are very easy. These are very commonly spoken languages. But do we feel? When I say I love you, do I say it from the superficial or do I really feel it? The entire Ho'oponopono method is not just saying but feeling it. So, what happens when you say I love you? You produce a lot of oxytocin. What happens is you start to feel safe. The amygdala, which is your fight flight, now starts to calm down. So the moment you say, please forgive me, it will automatically reduce the stress chemicals, the stress hormones, the adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol, everything will diffuse and come down. In a beautiful book, Zero Limits, there is a beautiful explanation by Dr. Yulen about how this process is happening scientifically, not just neurologically, but also at the level of quantum. I'm not going to discuss the quantum and the energy physics of it, but it is very important that this itself is enough. The moment then you say thank you, gratitude has a huge impact on your prefrontal cortex. Automatically, when you feel grateful, you are surging the good chemical, the serotonin, which is your happiness. You're automatically building the pathways of great decision making. You're opening and letting go the things that was bothering you. The rumination of the past, which is where you bring in all the old stuff and continue to think about it. You get attached to that past. The default mode network, which you're seeing here, is active when you're not doing any task. It is always self-referential. What is going to happen in the future? What is going to happen in the past? Oh, this should not have happened. That should be done. This is how it is. That self-referential slowly calms down and you start to live in the present. I love the book by Dr. Eckhart Tolle, which is Power of Now. That power of now cannot be possible in people with an active and hyperactive DMN or the default mode network. The peak performers that we study, the top leaders, the athletes, the performers, the who's who, all of them have this beautifully under control. They meditate, they speak these lines, they definitely have these kind of prayer rituals which they perform to have that hack in the pocket. Now, this is very simple. Thank you, please forgive me, I am sorry, and I love you. The moment you say I'm sorry and I forgive you, or please forgive me, it is changing a sea of chemicals inside your brain. Now, we also did a small little pilot experiment with Monica Singleji from Smiles, where we asked the people to become happy, we gave them a mirror to see themselves, their future selves, and do a meditation and then contribute to what are their feelings. Automatically, the biological age, which was measured by appropriate Thrivus calculator, although it's a very crude way of measurement of biological age, but a great way to understand by the pilot how the entire thing is happening. There was a drop by 3.28 years. So as you continue to do this, you reduce your cortisol levels, you improve your prefrontal cortex strengthening, you try to get the centeredness, the focus, the calm, and you do this when you are in the theta. When you are in a state of gratitude, appreciation, automatically all the wiring of the brain will change. So if you struggle with these toxic relationships, toxic issues in your life, something which is constantly a block, a problem which is stuck, wealth which is not coming in, prosperity which is stuck, it can be any problem. All automatically that you are doing is opening up the channels of your own brain. You're making your brain much more powerful. How often do you do that? I feel 108 times. Divide it into morning and evening or all to time together. And when you do that, absolutely give your intention, give your full focus that I am going to resolve this problem just by letting go. I am going to solve this issue just by thanking that problem. I am going to resolve this issue just merely by sending love. Now, love, gratitude, appreciation, approval, acceptance, understanding, all these words mean a lot in the brain. Every word that you speak will create a ripple in the brain. Every time, consistently, when you speak, there is a change which is happening. Let me share with you a small little experiment which blew my mind. If you actually measure your teardrop, when a teardrop comes in, when you're cutting an onion, versus a teardrop that comes in when you are actually appreciating, in joy, in fulfillment, and a teardrop which comes in grief and sadness, the microscopic image of the teardrop is totally different. Which means every single time that you face an emotion, you feel something, you say something, there is a massive chemical change which is happening in your brain, in your mind, in your body, in your heart. The next time when you're trying to solve a problem, don't try to change the person. When you're trying to chase the wealth, don't try to basically ignore the concept of not letting go, because at that time, that particular project, that particular negotiation, that particular deal, you just need to send these positive affirmations in your brain. Automatically you will rewire your physiology, and then the outcomes will change. So go ahead and practice this Ho'oponopono technique. We also have a toxic ceremonious cord cutting session where we will teach you 3 to 4 hours how to do that in a proper, absolutely rhythmic and ceremonious way, where we will use our frequencies, we'll use the highest kind of meditation, and all the details are given in the link below. Yes, we are having some discounts also on it until the 31st of March. Go ahead and grab it. This is the opportunity for you to practice in coherence. When a lot of people do the exact same exercise, there is a rise in these chemicals by 3 to 4 folds. So you get a passive benefit and this boost by which you can rewire your brain. I always say you rewire your brain, you rewire your reality. And if by saying these 4 simple words, we can have zero limits in our lives, we can become limitless, we don't have any limiting belief, all the problems and toxicity can be solved. Go ahead and do it for yourself. Go ahead and put down in the comment section for 21 coming days how many of you are ready to take up the challenge of 108 times of this 4 words: thank you, sorry, please forgive me, and I love you. And 21 days, go ahead and write down a problem and write back to us what happened. If you want to be a part of this challenge also, go ahead and drop down in the comment section, fill this form. We will track it for you, and then we will show the results to the world. Thank you so much for being with us in this journey of Limitless Brain Lab.